Okay, we'll start with these corrections for your test on fungi and bacteria. Okay, then let us take a look at this multiple choice. Of course, straight away you can see the answer here, but you'll be wise if we go through the questions. Right, which of the following statement about plants are true? Okay, all plants have fruits, all plants have flowers, all plants reproduce by seeds, all plants can make their own food. Now, in answering this question, you must have some knowledge of what non-flowering plants are. Well, what do you mean by plants produced by spores, or some fungi produced by spores, or plants produced directly from seed, and so on. General knowledge, right? So if you say all plants have fruits, fruits come from plants which have flowers, okay, and you know that not all plants have flowers, not all plants are flowering plant. Therefore, this is not right, okay? So A is not right. All plants have flowers, no, right? We have this classification called non-flowering plant. You can see non-flowering plant, it means plants, not all plants have flowers. Number three, all plants reproduce by seed. No, some of them reproduce by spores and some of them by other means. Okay, so not all, right? Therefore, you get this, right? Let us carry on. Number two, take a look at this. Examine plant R over here. Take a look very carefully. This is a water plant with a flower. The leaves are more on the surface of the water. These are water. The bottom is the part where the roots are inside. Now, where should plant R be classified in diagram below? Straight away from this diagram, you can see land and water. Land and water, right? And this is a water plant. It will not belong to this group. It will belong to this group. Okay, this is what you got to be sharp enough to see. You get it? Okay, then if it belongs to the group, it must be either one of them below. Let us take a look. Is it flowering or non-flowering? Sorry for that. Okay, flowering or non-flowering. Okay, so it has flower over here. It should be flowering. All right, it is number 3. Let us take a look at the next one. Mary looked at some bacteria. Now this bacteria here you can see is trying to reproduce itself, breaking into two. All right, this process is called cell division. Okay, from one single cell now breaking into two. Right, I believe you have seen some video of this cell division process. Now then she made some notes below. Okay, the first note she made is this: they move. Seeing they move, she recorded down. Now this move over here is very correct if you want to describe the characteristic of a living thing. Okay, how do you tell that they're a living thing? They move by themselves. Okay, so what we are trying to drive at is here. Are the bacteria shown over here living things? So they move, correct. They reproduce by splitting into two, correct. Okay, they will increase in size as they grow. True, correct. Something to do with characteristics of living things grow. Now you'll be very sure that D is wrong. Why? Because everything can't be seen by our naked eyes. Alright, do not mean that they have to be living things. Alright, we have very small dust, small particles are not living things. So what I can say here is microscopic objects or things can either be living, okay, or non-living things. Alright, therefore this statement does not tell you that the bacteria, okay, the bacteria, they are living things. Okay, so it is totally off. Now check it out. If you know that D is wrong, any answers here with D will be wrong. This is not right. Okay, and over here this is not right. This means that 2 is not right and 4 is not right. Okay, so you're left with to choose from A, number 1, A, B, or 3, A, B, and C. Okay, I've ticked here 3 times. A, B, and C are correct. It means the choice over here, the best choice here is 3. Okay, let us carry on. Number 4, John decided to set up an experiment with 2 slices of bread, G and H. Right, I place over here, not B and H, this is G. Right, sorry about that. This is G, and this is H. Right, this is toasted. Toasted means, simply means, when you see the word toasted, it means, okay, it's dry. Right, most of the water would have been gone from this dry bread, and this one all the more he watered. Right, he watered something, he add more water into it to make it even more moist, even wetter. Okay, so the chances of having mold here is greater. The chances of having mold, okay, is very much less, because water is too little. Okay, water is just too little. Now the answer is obviously these. There will be no change seen, and for bread H, after a while there will be green spots, okay, which is mold. All right, okay, that is the answer. However, you think very carefully, maybe after much longer time, okay, this answer could be right. All right, because after a while some water from the air may land into this bread and more will come out. Okay, obviously if you have more water here, more mold will be seen. Less water, less mold. Right, but within this short time, after a while, okay, how long time is it? A week, huh? Within the short time, with very little water, most probably there is no change, and very highly likely there will be, okay, more will be spotted on bread H. Okay, hope you understand that. Next, number 5, this over here is obviously a plant. Look here, fern. Now fern is a non-flowering plant. The 3 types of non-flowering plants are fern, conifer, and the mosses. Okay, this is in your book, you refer to them, fern, conifer, and mosses. Once there is the word fern over here, it means this is a plant without flower. Right, it reproduced by spores. Look over here when it says fungi, bracket fungi, showing this part, not this part. This is usually the tree log where it grows itself in. Okay, the fungi, bracket fungi grows itself in, and this is fungi, and they reproduce by spores. Okay, the straightforward answer is definitely this. If you mention reproduce by seed, no, not at all, because when you mention both, not at all. Both make their own food. Only the plant, okay, makes its own food, not the fungi. Right? Both cannot make their own food is not right. Therefore, the best choice is this. Let's carry on. Right, this is very easy, should not have any mistakes. Okay, no mistake about that. Now you may write this in Leaves is fine, and flowers with S and roots with S, or fruits with S is fine. Okay, next. Now question 7, some of you did not read the question carefully. Straight away they say, what is organism P? You wrote it as orange. Okay, you must look here, read this instruction very carefully. Mailing left an orange. This hope is yes, is an orange, But organism P, which is here, organism P was growing on it, right? Something grew over there. And obviously, through your knowledge from the textbook and what we are learning about fungi and mold and bacteria and so on, now these are mold growing on organism P. So what is organism P? Sorry, organism P grows on the orange. Okay, and B, where does organism P get its food from, right? Where did the mold, or where do the mold get the food from? Obviously from the host. Okay, the host is the orange itself. Now do not put your answer as the organism P gets its food from absorbing food from living or non-living things, or no, living or dead and living things alive, or whatever it is. That one, you're not answering the question to the point. You must mention orange because exactly where P is. It does not land on any other things. All right, so be very accurate with your answer. Next, we were at 7 and now 8. Okay, maybe I should adjust this view smaller a little. Just hang on. Okay, I believe this zooming is much better. You can see the whole flow chart. What I did was I must write something about A, B, and C by looking at this here. Okay, now living things, this means, right, the very top part, it says living things. This means A, B, and C are living things. All right, now then we go on to the sub. Okay, the subsection of this part, it says can make its own food. Now some living things can't make their own food. No, is A. Therefore, I put down here cannot make own food, right? Just to put a shortcut. Those can make their food, yes, right? Now this means that B and C can make their own food. So I'll write it down, not to confuse myself. Can make own food, and this part it says can make own food. All right? Now, then later on, the next section, it says can produce flowers. Can produce flowers? No. So I wrote it down. No flowers. Over here produces flower. All right. B can't do not have flowers or don't produce flowers. And this, okay, over here they produce flowers. Now over here says is mushroom. It's a fungi. Okay. So mushroom cannot make its own food. Obviously it lands over here. Cannot make its own food. So I put A. This over here, staghorn fern. Staghorn ferns, straight away you see fern is plant. They can make their own food. So this either produce flowers, okay, over here. Makes their own food is a plant, right? So we come over here. Down below is either B or C. Right? To carefully look at it, it must not have any flowers. Okay, it's a non-flowering plant. So C produces flower, B not at all, right? So the answer is B over here, right? Make sure you know, take note, whenever you see the word fern, all types of fern, they are plants, non-flowering plants. Hope you understand that. I'm going to move upwards, okay? With reference to this whole graph over here, or flow chart, okay? Now, take a look. There's another question. This question says, this is a picture of a plant, a papaya plant. Now, these are fruits, and with common knowledge, general knowledge, fruits comes from, yes, fruits come from flowers, right? And of course, from the plant, flowers, fruits, and they have seeds, okay? Now, if this over here it has fruit, it means this whole papaya plant is a flowering plant, and the word over here plant means it can make its own food, right? Take a look at the question from the flow chart. Which letter A, B, or C best represents the papaya plant? Explain your answer. Okay, the answer C. Why? Let's take a look. C represents the papaya plant. It cannot be A because a plant must make its own food. A cannot make its own food. So it must either be this or that. Okay, C or B. Right? C is the answer because not only it makes its own food, it produces flower. So this C fits, right? C fits the description of a papaya plant. Now take a look again. These two are the points for your answer to explain about C. Can you see? Can make own food, produces flower. Let's scroll up and take a look. C is the answer because a papaya plant makes its own food and produces flower. This is how you answer. You must use in reference to, okay, this whole flow chart to explain. Use this to explain, okay, your choice, okay, your answers. Next, the last question. Over here, be very careful. A cardboard box, right, is made of paper, and paper is opaque, right? Usually a cardboard box is very thick, much thicker than a piece of paper. Now light can pass through a thin piece of paper, but not through a thick cardboard box, okay? The material, cardboard, right? So this box, you cover the whole plant and only a small little hole is being opened. Now watch out. Okay, sorry, this is the wood, which is the cardboard, okay, is the material where it is made from, is opaque. Opaque means no light passes through. No light passes through, it means inside this part, without the hole, right, this part of the plant will be almost in darkness, almost total darkness. Okay, now a hole is being opened, and you can see the sun over here. Sunlight will stream through the hole for the plant. Now the question asks, what will most likely happen to plant after a few days? Right, the best response to this answer is, to this question, sorry, is it will bend towards the direction of the hole. Okay, it will bend towards, why? Because plant needs. Okay, explanation, why? Because plants, they need sunlight to grow and to survive. That's why they grow towards the direction of the hole. Or your answer, if you put towards the direction of the sunlight, it is fine. Okay, that's simple. Okay, that is all. Hope you learn more from this. Do your corrections neatly. Okay, thank you.